This is my 1972 Chevy Nova that I just recently dug out of storage, as you can tell by all the dust and dirt that's on it. I haven't touched this car in about 3 years. I did try to take it to a car show last year, so I guess I did touch it recently, but it broke down on me, and then I put it back in the storage. I went down and got it out, leaking gas real bad. I got it back to the house, ended up having to push it halfway home. Last year, I think the distributor was causing my malfunction. I just stuffed an HEI in it, had an MSD distributor in it with the MSD box and everything. I think the little reluctor wheel was all rusty. So just to get it home, I just threw an HEI in it and got it back home, and haven't touched it since. I'm going to get washed up here in the next couple days. I got some new headers I want to put on it. I want to get the distributor back in it, get everything functioning properly again, and get it cleaned back up and running like it was the last time I had it out. I've drag raced this car. I have done numerous car shows with it. It's been a lot of fun for me. I built this car back in, I think I got it in 05 and I completed it in 09 is when I started running it. It's changed a little bit since then as far as the intake and stuff. I've added nitrous, and it's just a 355 with a bunch of swap meet parts and stuff. Good cam. Best time I ran at the drag strip without the nitrous was, I believe it was 11:43. With the nitrous, I'm running 175 shot. I would like to think it would be closer to the 10s, but I haven't had it down to the drag strip in a while, so hopefully I get it all built, put back together, new headers on it and everything, and then I can get it down to the drag strip and we can do some videos running it down the drag strip. But we'll do a little walk around, and then later on in the video I'll throw some pictures on from the build from years ago, and some car show pictures and drag racing pictures, and stay tuned. When I built this car, I did my best to hide all the wiring that was in here. Everything is run up in under the fenders. All my wires come out through the firewall and go right to where they need to go. The firewall has been all smoothed out. I did a lot of work on this car. This was my baby for a long time. I built this car from start to finish. I welded every panel in this car. I made I made one door out of two doors. I made one trunk lid out of two trunk lids. I mean, I scrimped and saved for every ounce of this car, and I restored parts that I shouldn't have and put way too much time and effort into it. But you got to do what you got to do when you don't have a whole lot of money. I get this thing washed up, it really shines. A good friend of mine helped me with the body and the paint. He's real patient with the block work, and he sprayed the car in my old dirty garage. And I tell you what, this thing really looks good. The paint is still nice and shiny, and there's barely any flaws in it. We laid the stripes out. These are all painted on there. There's some things I wish I would have done differently, like the windshield has some wiper marks in it. I wish I would have replaced the windshield, but I didn't have the money at the time. If you follow me over to the interior, I didn't have a lot of money to buy a dash pad, so I ended up taking the dash pad and stripped all the stuff off of the metal frame, and then I welded this metal piece in here to put these gauges in, and then I just stretched cloth over there, then fiberglass this whole dash. It's a little wavy in spots from the sun. Must have shrunk it over the years, but it looked really nice at first. Electric fuel pump. I had my wife make all these little stickers for my battle switches because I couldn't remember which ones were which. So I got my fuel. I do have electric cutouts in it, so I got a switch for that, and then my nitrous switch. Old 4-speed. In the glove box is my nitrous switch. That makes it come in at whatever I want it to come in at. I think I have it set up to come in at $3,000 and go out at like $6,000. I didn't do much in the trunk area, just spatter paint and carpet, and then my nitrous bottle. I did do a lot of metal work in here, inner fender, inner wheelhouses, outer wheelhouses. This whole trunk was all replaced. I actually built these frame rails out of 2x4 box tubing, or 2x3 box tubing is what I used. I had to build this panel back here under the bumper because they didn't make it at the time. They didn't make the frame rails at the time that I built this car either. The car actually should have went to the junkyard, but I built myself a rotisserie and had the car on the rotisserie and built it off of there. It was a fun project. So anyhow, this is my next project. I want to get it running. I want to get it cleaned up again. I want to get it washed, waxed, maybe clay barred if it needs it. The front tires are looking a little rough. It probably needs an alignment. Get it fixed up and we'll take it to the drag strip. Don't forget to like and subscribe, drop a comment. I love hearing the comments. If you're interested in the project, stay tuned. There's going to be lots more to come. See you on the next video.